Last game week, I was feeling pretty cold. Not just cold Palmer because, you know, he was my captain and got all of the points, but because I was in Iceland. Yeah, I was all the way over there in the land of the ice. And not only that, I went with a girlfriend and came back with a fiance. Hey, that deserves some bonus points if you ask me. What doesn't deserve bonus points, though, should deserve minus points, is my FPL team. Turns out Salah, Palmer and Wood are actually going to have a back injury next week from carrying my team, as they are the only players in my entire 11 that scored points. Bro's playing FPL 3 aside, never mind 5 aside. Oh dear, big boy unlucky. So yeah, a game week rank, which is more of a game week wank. 65 points. Maybe I'm not winning FPL this year, lads. Maybe, just maybe. I might actually finish better last year when I was taking minus 40 points every week, and that just says it all. Oh yeah, it was game week 13. That's why it went the way it was, because 13 is also known as unlucky. So let's quickly move on to the game week preview. For game week 14, though, the team is currently looking like this. Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. Now I got double Man City, which looks pretty good on paper, playing Forest at home, but boy, Chrissy Wood is on a mad one. When Wood is that enlarged right now, getting all the points, then there's nothing that can stop Big Wood. We do have Chelsea playing Southampton. I do have Palmer, cold Palmer, captain again. Even though Salah's doing the bits, yeah, just Palmer is just it. And then we got the likes of Arsenal playing Man United, tough game. The likes of Liverpool playing Newcastle, tough game. And Nottingham Forest, Man City. Yeah, Wood finally might only score a goal instead of a brace, I like it. But we did make the transfer last week of bringing Saliba in. And, you know, the only reason I brought him in is because Gabriel was injured and I couldn't afford him. But I would have much preferred to pick Gabriel, right? Gabriel goes and gets all of the points. Saliba gets nothing again, and I like it. But he is starting this week, starting to already do my head in because he's not going to get a clean sheet this week. But I'm happy with a double Arsenal defence moving forward for mainly this good fixture run here. So right now, the team is looking pretty smart, but the only thing is, we're in the Amazon Prime week. Prime is not just Prime Video, it's Prime Rotation, because this is the first midweek game week. And you could see players that are just rotation risky, benched all of a sudden. Rico Lewis could be gone forever. Even players like Morgan Rogers, Chris Wood and all that could have a random benching. So yeah, it could get even worse. How could this get even worse? Let's find out. So for transfers, I do have absolutely nothing in the bank and one free transfer. So maybe I should just sit on my hands, social distance away and leave it as that. But that's not what we do here. When my FPL team actually looks good, you know we have to do something about that because we're not allowed to be good on this channel. No, that's not what we do, okay? So what I am currently thinking is Haaland out. I've had enough of this Norwegian robot. He's had a software restart the last bloody few weeks. Look at all this. 17 points, 17 points, 13 points, 9 points. All of the points. Literally on for breaking the golden boot record from himself. Since then, he scored 2 goals in 8 games. 2 goals in 8 games. Players like Morgan Rogers has scored more than that. Players like Mbeumo, who is also washed, has scored more than that in the last 7 games. Like, what is even happening to him? Turns out, Man City are in the mud. Yeah, they've lost like 7 games in a row. 115 charges. I could think of 115 reasons to sell Haaland right now. Yes, fixtures aren't terrible. And Forest at home looks like an okay fixture, right? But it's actually not. Palace away, not easy. Man United, you know, Palace is usually their bogeyman team as well. Man United, Villa, and then, yeah, you got an Everton, Leicester, but then it's not great again. So maybe, just maybe, especially for 15 million, I'm not sure he's worth it when there are literally, like, 3 other midfielders that have scored more than him. And even players like Jackson are less than 10 points behind him now for a lot less. So I'm sorry, Nick Jackson, I'm getting you back in. I literally had him in probably like 3 or 4 game weeks ago. I mean, since then, he's only scored, well, before this week, he'd only scored on 1 occasion and got an assist, though. So he got a 12 pointer there. I think I sold him just for this game, and then because of these 2 games, I was like, yeah, he only scored 3 points. It was worth it. Now he's got all these points, and Haaland's done nothing. Yeah, big boy. I like it. But this week, he's playing Southampton. I think my FPL rank could go even more south if I don't have more Chelsea players in that game. Because not only that, they then play Spurs. You never know what Spurs are going to turn up against Chelsea. They probably won't turn up. And then this fixture run here. And for that price, I think he is it for my Haaland replacement. Now, that would give me 7 million in the bank. Now, I could spend that and take a hit because that's just fun, right? And I could even afford the likes of Winks out to bring Saka in. Oh, boy. Oh. Then we have Palmer, Saka, Salah. We have the best strikers in the world like Chris Wood and Nick Jackson. And then also a solid defence, a good enough rotation because there is going to be more rotation. And then maybe a bench of Greaves, one of Lewis or Hall, and then Rodgers on the bench is pretty damn good cover for all these rotation-worthy fixtures as we get into the midweek fixtures and a very busy fixture schedule. So that right there could very well be my transfers. Haaland out for Jackson is almost guaranteed. Unless there's a random injury that we learn about like tomorrow, then I'm probably going to do that. And then whether or not I take a hit to bring someone like Saka in, although I have the money to do it and it would feel wrong to leave 7 million in the bank, I am actually more leaning towards not taking that hit because that would mean I would have to bench somebody like an Mbuemo. I probably won't bench Rodgers. Maybe I could bench Chris Wood because, you know, Man City could have some reduced minutes. And then in defense, you know, we got some rotation cover there. The rest doesn't really matter if they get benched. So I'm kind of thinking that, and then we'll see from there. So right now, transfer plans, team selection is Haaland out, Jackson in, which will give me a team pretty much like this, but with another player playing Southampton there to get all of the points. So that is it. That's going to be all. Thanks for watching, and also remember...
Don't be a cheeky scrub. Subscribe to Nathan Bacon right now. Don't let your memes be dreams.